often it is said that it is very intangible, and if you start putting metrics on any R&D department, the creativity would lose, and therefore we need to be very balanced in putting up the metrics and how we judge them in the real life scenarios. So to understand that better, how we evaluate a ROI from R&D department, let's see, there are two different parameters how we can evaluate the ROI from R&D department. One is what type of value we are adding to the company, and another one is what type of value we are generating uh, through our creativity. Value addition is pretty simple and straightforward, because you, from any R&D department, it is expected that you will introduce new features, new products, and that would go into market and give you returns on that investment. This is very well charted in any of the balance sheet, and people often measure it in terms of sales with respect to the R&D expenses. Similarly, there are multiple problems that would be faced by the customers, and those problems are fed back into the system, and it is expected out of the R&D team that they would solve those problems and present viable solutions to the customers. That's again a value addition that R&D team does, and this can also be measured not quantitatively, but in terms of qualitative products and how sales is doing for a company. CI and CD, continuous improvement and development departments, these are the practices which are being practiced over a period of time to evaluate how the R&D team is contributing towards the growth of a product, or towards the growth of a product portfolio. These are some of the parameters which are very well evaluated, and we can somehow evaluate it with respect to the sales figure that every company is doing in the market. In addition to that, in addition to this, we all agree that there is a significant valuation of a company in terms of their intangible assets. So the contribution, the liability of to the liability of adding the intangible asset to a company's portfolio again lies somewhat with the R&D team. It's the R&D team who will actually generate value in terms of the intangible assets that a company own in any valuation. You would not be surprised to see, since we all relate to IP fraternity, that 90% of the companies, top digital companies, their valuation comes from the intangible assets, and this has significantly increased over past of 45 years, and we have seen a significant shift of maintaining tangible assets with respect to intangible assets, and that's where the IP fraternity comes into play.